Thanks to EA for the game code. Hey lovelies, it's Kate. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. The Sims 4 Cozy Bistro kit is out, so it's time for a community lot. I've decided to build a combination of a restaurant and 2 bistros on one 50 by 50 lot. So this is a very spacious community lot. Your Sims can head there to grab dinner in the restaurant. They can visit the 2 bistros and grab a coffee. They could also just enjoy the nice weather in the park because I've added lots of benches and stuff, so it kind of looks like a park. So it's a multi-purpose community lot, and I had the best time building this. Before we jump right in and talk more about the Cozy Bistro kit, I just wanted to let you know that I've released a new CC set. This is Minimalist Muse, a living room CC set. It's retro inspired, it has 9 items, and it's completely base game compatible. It's in early access right now for 3 weeks. The link is in the description box. Thank you to anyone who supports me and to anyone who generally likes to use my CC. I'm always so excited and I'm just so grateful. Thank you so much. But back to the build. So the part in the center, as you can see, is diagonal. And I wanted to have this wonderful restaurant in the center. And then I'm going to add 2 buildings, one on the left and one on the right side. And this is actually my second attempt. I started a bistro build before this one on a smaller lot, and everything was diagonal, and I was struggling a lot when I wanted to place stairs because we cannot rotate stairs diagonally. So I was running out of space because the 2 bistros, the one on the left and right side, were so small that the diagonal stair on the inside was like a nightmare. I mean, not the stair was diagonal, but the building, and then it wouldn't line up, and it was taking up so much space. So I started over, and I just wanted to have the part in the center of the build, as you can see here, diagonal, and the rest of the build is not diagonal. And this way I was able to add some stairs, luckily. I mean, this one is much bigger, and it would have been possible to squeeze some nice stairs in there, but I just hate this. It's not looking nice when you have a build and then the stairs have this weird direction. So I decided to start over. And yeah, the Cozy Bistro kit is so cute. I was instantly amazed, and the swatches are very cute. So this is what immediately stood out to me. There are these beautiful swatches, and the pastel swatches are so lovely, and this is what really caught my eye. So my initial plan was to have a pastel build, which is really dreamy, almost like something that you would see on Main Street in Disneyland or something. But then I kind of gravitated towards using red. So you can see that this build is very red. It's not pastel, but it's still cute, and I don't know, just really also fell in love with the red swatch, but I'm then going to use the pastel swatches for the little bistro builds on the side, as you will see. And I was just winging it. I was trying to make the roofing work, and generally roofing can be stressful and difficult, but here was extra difficult because of the shape that I had created. You can here see all the struggle. I was really trying to make this work, but eventually it worked out. I decided on a roof swatch, and I knew that I would like to have this cute little tower in the center, and I really wanted this to look as dreamy as possible. And I'm going to add so many details. To those of you who have been around on this channel for a couple of years, you might remember how I've always used shelves as freezes and trims on buildings, and I'm totally going back to the roots here. These buildings have so many details, and I just had a lot of fun. It just felt like a flashback to the time when I started my channel. So if you want to use this build, you would need dine out for it to be completely functional, because the building in the center is a restaurant, as I said. But if you don't own Dine Out, you could totally still grab this from the gallery and maybe turn the building in the center into a bistro as well. I just wanted to have different purposes for the different buildings. And initially, I also wanted to change one of the bistros to something else because I felt like it was weird to have two bistros on one lot. But then again, this is kind of the main focus here. So there are a lot of bistros on this lot. And this kit was not released alone, it was a double drop because the Sims 4 Riviera Retreat kit also came out the same day. And I'm so excited to show you a wonderful pool build. You know how much I love to create mansions and pools, mansions with pools, and there are so many cool objects. For example, a rock which functions as a waterfall, which is the coolest thing ever. But I just kind of wanted to create a community lot first, and then I'm going to have a lot of fun building and showing you a mansion. And I think it's so cool. It looks awesome, but we're going to talk about the pool kit in another video. So we are going to focus on the Cozy Bistro kit here, but I just wanted to mention this because I feel like both kits are wonderful. They have amazing themes and you can create amazing things with them. Let me know in the comments if you will get them, if you already got them, what do you think, do you like them? So I know that this is just a kit, and kits have been pretty amazing in the past. I know that they are a tiny bit controversial. A lot of Simmers don't really enjoy them, others love them. It's like a really divided topic. I like them, especially those building kits. Like, I'm not really super fond of the cast ones, but that's just because I don't do anything in CAS usually, only like sometimes. So I'm of course most excited for the building kits as a builder, and we got amazing building kits in the past. The Courtyard Oasis one, for example, the Castle one, they were so amazing. And even though we only got a couple of items in these kits, you could really use them to create complete buildings. They really introduced a complete new architectural style to the game, so I feel like a lot of kits are really amazing, and this one here is no exception. It looks amazing. We have a couple of new items and they really allow you to create a wonderful bistro. The only thing that I would have wished for would be a new lot type, and maybe that's a lot to ask for when it's just a kit, but a lovely bistro lot type would have been wonderful. But you could just turn this into a cafe, or you could like combine it with a restaurant. You can do all kinds of different things, but you have to keep in mind that there is no specific lot type. This confused me at first, but I just turned it into a wonderful restaurant. And here at this point, you might get the Disney World or Disneyland vibes. It looks very dreamy. It looks so cute. I love the pastel colors. And for this building on the right side, I decided to go with the pastel blue swatches. And then for the one on the left side, I'm going to use yellow. At first, I didn't know which colors to combine. And I feel like the red color in the center totally stands out. But this is fine because the building in the center is kind of the star of the show. And then we have these two additional buildings. I really love to build villages, so when I'm working on gigantic residential lots, I really like to have separate buildings and everything. And luckily, after For Rent came out, we were finally able to make these functional. And yeah, I guess the same goes for community lots. I just like to add multiple buildings on one lot, and I just had so much fun. And deciding on a color palette can be difficult for me, but I think this kind of works out. I feel like the yellow and the blue buildings definitely match the most, and then the red one stands out, as I said, but this is kind of cool. So here I'm just duplicating the building which I built on the right side. I wanted them to be identical. As I always like to say, why add more work to your plate than you need? Like, if you can copy something that you've created on a lot, you can just use the duplicate feature. So I just clicked on the room at the bottom, I duplicated it, and then I just combined all these different floors again, and I changed the color. So here you can see that I'm simply changing the color because the building's identical, and I wanted this one to be pastel yellow. I've used so many hedges for this build. I had no idea what to do with the exterior at first, like the whole landscaping. I just knew that I would like to have the round shape in the center so I could place a couple of tables there. But then I didn't know what to do really because there's so much space in front of the building. So I just used hedges to turn it into a park and lots of benches and stuff. And here you can see how I'm furnishing one of the bistros. I've used different objects, of course, all the objects from the Cozy Bistro kit, and then also items from other packs. And this one is the blue one. This is also very visible on the inside, as you can see. And I had no idea how to use these benches at first, or sofas. I don't know what it is. And it's like a booth in a restaurant, but you cannot attach a table to them, which confused me. But Sims can just sit down, have a conversation, and relax and everything, and maybe have a coffee. So I guess it makes sense. I've then used a lot of tables and chairs. Like generally on this lot, there are so many tables and chairs, I think over 80. But I have the big restaurant in the center, then the bistros, the exterior. So there's so much going on. It's very spacious. So you would definitely get a table in this bistro or restaurant because there are enough of them. I just wanted to make sure that every space is like furnished and that there are enough tables. This is one of the bathrooms. There are multiple of them, so your Sims can go to the bathroom in the different buildings. And there's also a really spacious one in the restaurant. But here I didn't have a lot of space in the bistro, so I just added a really small bathroom area. And the mirror is so cool. I just love the mirror, which is part of the kit. And this is the kitchen. There are some items which are required for a restaurant. And I was, of course, making sure that I was using all of them. And this is like the entrance area where you enter the restaurant and you can ask for a table and all that. And the inside is just as red as the exterior. I've used some items from Dine Out here, like also for decoration. So it really looks like a wonderful restaurant. And then I've used also like objects from the Cozy Bistro kit. So this is really a hybrid. A dine out cozy bistro hybrid, I guess. And I had so much fun placing these curtains because I was combining different ones. The one in the background, the straight one, is directly from Dine Out, and then I've placed a red one in front of it. You can here see it, and it might be a little bit over the top, and it doesn't make a lot of sense, but it looks kind of fancy. And I don't remember to which pack the other curtain belongs, but I think it looks super cute. And here you can see all the tables where Sims can grab some dinner. Maybe they have a date. And yeah, this is the second one, the second bistro or cafe, because they added like this little counter thingy where you can grab a coffee. And yeah, I just want to say that I'm so happy to be back to upload. I'm so excited to show you the Riviera kid, and I'm just so happy to be back. As I've said, I've released CC, so you can check out my CC on Patreon. The link is in the description. It's in early access for 3 weeks. Thank you so much for watching, because this video is coming to an end. I've added screenshots so you can really check out what I did there, and you can also grab this from the gallery. My ID is KateEmerald. This build is completely CC free, so you can just grab this and add this to your game. I've built this on the 50 by 50 lot in Willow Creek, which has a park on it, so you can replace the park, and this also has some park elements, so I guess it kind of makes sense. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited to upload the next video, and I hope I will see you there as well, and I love you all so much. Bye bye.